Qwen3.5 is free on Hugging Face right now. You can try it in your browser in 90 seconds. That is the front door. Anyone with a laptop, no credit card, no install. And the back door is what should scare the enterprise AI vendor who quoted somebody $20,000 for a private AI server last quarter. That quote is now wrong by one whole zero. I'm Stuart. Today you learn what a distilled Qwen3.5 actually is, what size machine runs it, and which tasks a small team should route to it this week instead of paying per token to OpenAI or Anthropic. First, the word. Distillation. Forget the parameter counts. In plain English, a big model teaches a small model how to answer, and the small model keeps most of the quality at a fraction of the size. The teacher is the smart senior consultant. The student is the sharp junior who watched the senior work for 6 months. 9 times out of 10, the junior handles the ticket. Qwen3.5 and its smaller cousins are exactly that, students of a much larger teacher. Here is the receipt. Hugging Face is where these models live. I ran a live query for every Qwen3 variant, and the sizes tell the whole story. Qwen3.6b, Qwen3.1.7b, Qwen3.4b, Qwen3.8b. All under 5 GB of video memory at 4-bit quality. All fit on a single RTX 4090. All fit on a used RTX 3090 you can find on eBay for $600. Here is the headline answer. The private AI setup a vendor priced at $20,000 last quarter now runs on a workstation a small design shop already owns. If somebody was quoted a server rack full of H100s, they were quoted for last year's problem. If your API bill grows every time you hire, or you just want the exact hardware and routing rules, join the Church of SEO Jesus, my free school community. Inside I post the workflow for sending cheap tasks to a local Qwen and the hard ones to the frontier, plus the boxes I actually buy. Link in the description, subscribe on your way in. Now the proof. I hit the Hugging Face API for every Qwen3 variant, sorted by downloads. The top result had 29 million downloads. Same number on the model page itself, not a paper, not a demo. 29 million times somebody actually pulled the model. Then I calculated the video memory required at 4-bit quality for each size. The 8 billion parameter version needs 4.8 GB. A consumer graphics card has 24, it fits 5 times over. Now the math that actually matters. 50 million tokens per month on a Frontier API. Standard volume for a 15-person team doing support and content. On GPT or Claude, $330 a month, and it grows every quarter because the team grows every quarter. On one owned RTX 4090 box, amortized over 24 months plus electricity, $126 a month, 2.6 times cheaper, $2,400 a year sitting on the table, and it scales linearly, 100 million tokens a month, 660 on the API versus roughly the same fixed 126 on the box. The gap widens every single month a team does not move. Now the part most competitors have not thought about yet. Which tasks move? Not all of them. The trap is trying to move everything. The tasks that go to a local Qwen distill are the boring high-volume ones where the ceiling is workflow design, not model IQ, support ticket triage, inbound email tagging, first drafts of routine copy, internal document search, lead classification, meeting note summaries, anything a sharp junior would handle without escalating. I run this exact split on my own agency. The Frontier bill dropped by roughly 70% inside the first month. Here is the routing config on screen. 12 lines, no customer noticed a single response came from a different model. The tasks that stay on the Frontier API are the ones where a wrong answer costs the customer. Legal edge cases, refund decisions, anything customer-facing that needs a rare judgment call. 10% of the traffic, 90% of the bill risk. Frontier gets the hard 10. Qwen gets the easy 90. Open the Hugging Face page yourself right now. Search Qwen3.5. Look at the download counter and the file sizes on the model card. That is the proof, not me telling you. A few honest catches because I am not selling a fantasy. Licensing. Read the model card before deploying commercially. The license on the specific variant you pull, is not always the same as the flagship. Task quality. A distilled 8B model handles triage beautifully and blows up on a novel policy questions, so the routing rule matters more than the model choice. Version cadence. Qwen3.5 and Qwen3.6 already exist on Hugging Face, and the download counts on Qwen3.6 35B tell you where the community is heading. Whatever you pick this week, plan to swap it in 6 months. Support. You are on your own with Ollama and vLLM. If nobody on your team has touched them, budget a day for the setup, not an hour. The window on this is short, not because Qwen is going to disappear, because competitors' developers read the same Reddit threads. 6 months from now, running a local Qwen for the boring 90% is table stakes. Right now, for the next few weeks, it is arbitrage. Solo move, tonight. Open the Hugging Face space for Qwen3.5, paste in your worst support email, watch what it does, 5 minutes, free version of the whole move. Team move, this week. 1 instruction for a developer. Spin up Qwen3.5 on a spare workstation using Ollama, expose it on the network as an open AI-compatible endpoint, route ticket triage to it, log every response. Full routing config lives inside the free church of SEO Jesus, link below. Next up, I break down which self-hosted stack actually holds up in production for a 50-person shop. The exact machines, the exact software, and the 2 things that break first. Watch that one next.